My fiancée went on her friend's live show during her bachelorette weekend and asked 400 strangers whether she should go through with marrying me. I typed 2 words in the chat. Then I sent the recording to her mother. I was at the kitchen table on a Friday night paying the second half of the photographer, 5 weeks out, checking boxes on a spreadsheet I'd built in January. My phone lit up. Rena's friend Sutton was live. Sutton runs a little late-night show where she and her friends drink and answer relationship questions from her followers. Maybe 400 people watch it. I'd seen it before. I clicked in expecting a lake house and party hats. There was Rena in a sash, holding a plastic cup, already gone. Sutton asked her how it felt to be getting locked down in a month. Rena said I was a good man. She said it the way you'd describe a reliable appliance. She said I'm dependable, that I always have my oil changed on schedule, that I do the dishes before bed every single night. Somebody off camera asked if I was any fun. She leaned right into the lens. She said I'm a great provider, and she did the little air quotes with her fingers, and then she said, God, but he is so boring, and you have no idea. She said I try too hard, that I plan these whole evenings and get all excited about them, and she just sits there waiting for it to be over. She did a big fake yawn, and the room lost it. The chat started running. People I didn't know were commenting on my hairline. Somebody said I looked like a substitute teacher. Then she said she'd been faking it in bed for 2 years, that I was eager but had no idea what I was doing, and that it was easier to just get through it. 400 people were watching my fiancé say that. Then she looked at the camera and asked, seriously, whether she should even marry me. The chat went crazy telling her not to. Somebody in the room yelled a name, Beck. Her whole face changed. She told the entire stream about Beck, who she works with, and about the conference in Charlotte in March, and how she'd put his room on her expense report and coded it as a client dinner so nobody would ask. She laughed about that part. She said she'd been doing that for a while and nobody in accounting ever looks. I had been recording since the yawn. I typed 2 words into the chat, don't bother. Then I closed that window and started making phone calls and sending emails. The barn, the caterer, the florist, the coordinator, the DJ, polite, short, professional, every one of them. I copied the spreadsheet to my own drive and took her access off the original. 4 months of planning, gone in about 90 minutes. Sutton called first, screaming, asking what I'd done, because the venue email had already come through. I let it go to voicemail. Rena called 48 times that night. The voicemails went through the whole cycle. Confused, then furious, then sweet and reasonable, then furious again. She got to my place Saturday afternoon with her suitcase still in the sash, and told me I had 5 minutes to explain myself. I asked her what she wanted explained. She'd asked a question in front of 400 people. I answered it, and then I acted on the answer. She said it was a joke. She said she was drinking with her friends and I'd taken it out of context. I asked which part was out of context, the part about faking it, or the part about Beck, or the part about the hotel room she billed to her employer. Her face went white. She'd genuinely forgotten how much she'd said. She told me I'd humiliated her, that everybody saw my comment. I told her the humiliation started about 40 minutes before I typed anything. Her mother called me Sunday. She'd gotten Rena's version, which was that I'd had some kind of breakdown over harmless girl talk and canceled a wedding out of spite. I sent her the file. She called back a little over an hour later and she didn't sound like the same woman. She apologized to me 4 times. She said she'd raised her better than that, and her voice broke on it, and I ended up being the one telling her it wasn't her fault. Here's how it went after that. Her mother told her she wasn't paying for anything else, wedding or otherwise. Sutton and Rena stopped speaking within a month because the live show was Sutton's idea, and Sutton decided that made her the victim in it. I sent the recording to her company's ethics line because a woman on that stream admitted to expense fraud in front of 400 witnesses, and I wasn't going to be the only person who knew. They walked both of them out in June. I got most of the deposits back. The barn kept theirs, which is fair. People ask if I regret sending it to her mother. I didn't send her anything I made up. I sent her 90 minutes of her daughter talking.